the situation of Muslims changed after the 9/11? What was the situation there?
After 9/11, immediately people thought that perhaps majority of the Muslims are terrorists, and unfortunately the Muslims in the United States, except Ahmadis, they did not forcefully condemned 9/11, the massacre on 9/11/2001, and people thought that they are perhaps condoning them and perhaps they are supporting them. So by the grace of Allah, Jamaat Ahmadiyya has been all along condemning these kind of problems, and we have emerged as a distinct community among the Muslims, that these are Ahmadis and they are peaceful and they promote peace and they condemn terrorism, and then there are other Muslims. So I think perhaps this was the decree of Allah, that He wanted us to become distinct, and by the grace of Allah we are now a distinct community in the United States of America.
And you went a step further by starting an initiative. What was it about? Could you please explain?
I did not start any initiative. This is in reality the initiative of Huzur Zakrifatul Masih Khamis. He said that we should get out and deliver this message. And he said that don't take big books and lengthy brochures. A very simple message. Muslims for peace, or Muslim for loyalty, or Muslim for now we are talking of Muslim for life, and a couple of Quranic one Quranic quotation, one hadith, one small quotation of Prophet Musa alayhi salam or Huzur, and then your phone number and your website. So we have distributed this more than 1 million flyers all across the country. But by the grace of Allah, we were able to connect this with our campaign to meet the media and arouse their interest to cover us. So it so happened that in 12 months' time, we were able to reach 60 million Americans. And they have either read something on a website, or they have seen a news item, or that news item was put on the web, and all these facilities are helping us, and we are using all these technological facilities, and whenever we have an event we distribute flyers and at the same time involve media. So sometime 5,000 flyers were distributed, so you met 5,000 people, and next day you have with the pictures a news item on the front page, and 1 million people have read that. So this is something which is very heartwarming, and this is only sheer grace of Allah, because of the prayers of Huzur.
Yes, you told us something about the response of the media. How was the response of the people on the streets?
When we wanted to distribute the flyers in New York police and FBI, they warned us that there'll be a backlash and there'll be perhaps some serious problems. And we said, don't worry, there'll be no problem. And when we were doing it, there were some police officers, and I said, we don't need you. And they said, don't worry, you do your work. And everybody was amazed that people were saying, this was long overdue. This is the good work you are doing. Some people said, give me 10, 20 flyers I want to distribute among, and they were not Muslims. That give us some flyers that we want to tell that this is a good message. And they said, this is the real message of Islam.
Could you please tell us about further positive effects of this initiative, further advantages you get from this?
The further things are that by the grace of Allah, United States of America, now the media, for example, has acknowledged us that we exist, and they say that when you talk to them, they will give you a sensible statement on the issue, on the killing of Osama bin Laden. I gave 20 interviews in 2 days, and there were 70 interviews of radio, newspapers and TV in 1 day. 1 day after the killing of Osama bin Laden. And they, I mean, you see in the media, they've only Ahmadis.
Yes.
Nobody else has spoken. And the reason is that perhaps they didn't want to speak, and they did not have anything to speak. Now we started an initiative that we are loyal citizens, and this is the teaching of Islam, that you should be loyal where you live. And we distributed the flyer of Muslims for Loyalty. And interestingly, we have got a call, and some insider said that this initiative of yours is being discussed in every mosque of the United States, and they don't know what to do. If they say, oh, we are also loyal, they say, oh, you are following Ahmadis. If you don't speak, people say Ahmadis are loyal, and they are not. And if we speak, they will say, where were you in the last 20 years or last 50 years? You never spoke, you never promote loyalty. So the initiatives which we do, following the instruction of Huzur Anwar Ayyadullah Ta'ala bin Nasr Aziz, are creating a sort of a silent revolution. And we can see with our own eyes that how Allah is helping us. We had a press conference in New York City when this Faisal Shahzad, the Pakistani American, he was an engineer from a very good family, and he became a terrorist, and he wanted to detonate a bomb at Times Square. So we had a press conference there, and during that press conference I got an email or a text from a very senior journalist from New York Times, one of the most important newspapers of the United States of America. And that person is very renowned journalist who is a professor of journalism in Columbia, and he also writes for New York Times. He said, I want to go with you when you go door to door and then write a story. I couldn't do this. This is Allah who sent His angels with Huzur's prayers. So he wrote the story, and then that story was beautiful. After reading that story, a newspaper in Chicago, they said, we want to copy them, we want to send a journalist with your team. A story in Detroit, a story in San Francisco, and perhaps in another city. Then we received a call from a Spanish television. You know, there are 50 million Spanish-speaking people in the United States. Yes. And the biggest TV, they contacted us and they said, we have read the story in New York Times and we want to send a journalist for a documentary. We said, fine. So I said, I was talking to that lady and she was speaking from Miami, Florida. I said, can you go to Los Angeles? This is a 5-hour flight. She said, yes, I will go. She went there and she was a tiny, sister, because she became like our sister. And she said, okay, tell me what to do. We said that this is a team of our young Lajna members, and there were also some senior members, and they will go and they will distribute the flyer. And she was with her cameraman. She said, where is my burqa? So she got the burqa and then she went with them, and she said that I feel like I'm a Muslim. And then she did this, they recorded this, and she said, now I will not give you my burqa back. I will wear the burqa and I'll see how they treat me when I enter through security at the airport. She did this, then she came and she interviewed me in New York, and they gave a 10 minutes documentary which was on the 200 years of National Day of Mexico. Okay. In United States, in Mexico, in South America. And perhaps 20 million people have seen this. And this was just the introduction of Ahmadiyya. Yes. Who did it? Naseem Mahdi couldn't do it. This is Huzur's prayer that Allah sent the angel and put this thought in her heart that go and do it. And we see this with our spiritual eyes, that Allah is sending angels and preparing people. You go and then people are ready to help you.
Yes. In the end, perhaps a message to our German viewers they perhaps have some anxieties against Islam.
My message to the German nation is that Islam is a beautiful religion. We have practiced it and we have experienced this, and we can assure you that this is a beautiful religion. This religion does not support any idea of compulsion and coercion, and there is no compulsion in matters of religion. And we appreciate the beauties of other religions. We say, as the Holy Quran says, that we make no discrimination between the prophets. We are believers in Jesus Christ. We believe in His miraculous birth. You read about Mary, the mother of Jesus, how beautifully it is mentioned in the Holy Quran. We accept all the prophets. We have brought the message of peace and harmony and coexistence. Let us live together and let us learn from one another, and let us live like brothers and sisters. We in the end all children of Adam. We are all children and followers of Abraham. So all those who are not religious anymore, or those who have abandoned any religion, they have become atheists, or they have become atheists because they have seen a religion which is contrary to their common sense, which is contrary to their logic, which is contrary to scientific realities. So I can tell them that Islam promotes a seeking of knowledge. Islam promotes that you should research, you should think and reflect on this universe, and then try to find the creator of this universe. So if we will do that, we will have a beautiful society here where there will be no wars, there will be no tussles. We will be living like brothers and sisters in peace. And I hope that this will appeal to you, and this will appeal to your goodness, because you are good people. You are people of integrity. You are a great nation, and you have the potential to grow as a peaceful nation and spreading peace all over the world.
Jazakumullah, thank you very much.
God bless you.